Hi, Kitty Goldstar Life Journey. Here we go. What about that Chattahoochee River with all those dead fishes? This is what I see. Fishes, like, they lose oxygen when they get a lot of stuff inside of them, like sewer stuff, okay? I definitely did see that. Also, we have been going through like a drought. It's like low level of water. It's hard for fishes to breathe, so they lose oxygen as well. Now, again, with the sewage thing, it's the same thing. Yeah, they lose oxygen. All right. Now, recently I just heard something about a black sludge was found on these fishes. I feel like there was a lot of contaminants involved. It was kind of like a war zone or something. Something with well draining, whatever that means, pollution. Again, lots of contamination that can cause fishes to die. Also, if you look around that area, Chattahoochee River, there is a lot of industrial factories. They release certain things, it has to go somewhere, like chemicals, pollutants, or they may not put it in the river, or they could have, but it's also released in the air, things that's around those factories. So these are just factors. I'm just saying, alongside the industrial and commercial zones, it is highly populated by these manufacturing plants. Yeah, you got that. You got the chemical plants. You got the concrete facilities, the industrial warehouses. They're everywhere, surrounded by this river. Honestly, I wouldn't even trust that river. Like, if anybody is fishing there, I wouldn't trust that fish. Like, I wouldn't eat it. It's polluted, literally. And if it's polluted, it can make you sick. So you don't want that. There's certain ones, so the manufacturing places, the distribution places. So here are a few that it is around that area. You got the plants, the Fulton Industrial District, the General Shell Brick, the Metropolitan Chemical Distributors. Then you got the plant McDonough Atkinson area, I don't know, major natural gas power plant owned by Georgia Power. So Plant Yates, Plant Wansley, it's a major coal and natural gas fired power plant. But all these things can cause sludge. All these factories surrounding this river, it can cause all of that. And what just happened with the flood in Atlanta, the spill off thing, I mean, that was insane. But I kind of saw that coming. It's something, to be aware of. With those fishes just dying. I mean, it makes perfect sense, though. Pollution kills things, especially if it's super contaminated. But all pollutants is contaminated. Like, it's disgusting stuff out there. It's in the sky. It's in your water. It's in your food. Now, I want to jump to, because I'm going to do this very quickly, thoughts running in my head. I don't do too much research. I mean, I do sometimes, and I know I should, but there's just things I just need to say, just put it out there. So it's just out there, okay? I'm going to go to the Kyle Busch. People are kind of throwing a lot of things in it, and they shouldn't. I meditated on it. I wanted to know, what was the last thing that he ate? Because I feel like there was a trigger in something that he ate. Something with raw food, fish, or whatever it is. But I felt like it triggered his symptoms. That can happen, okay? I could have done more research on this stuff, but I just want to say it because I feel like that's what happened. He did have an illness that needed to be treated. I felt like he kept ignoring it, pushing through it. People do that, and I definitely understand when you have things that you have to do, busy life, and plus, NASCAR racing, he had to be on schedule or whatever. So he kind of just went for it, but he needed to address this issue, it worsened over time. It just caught up to him and completely took him out. With those coughing spells, I feel like pollution was a part of it. Where did the pollution come from? It could have been anywhere around his surroundings, but at the same time, again, there's something that triggered it. I feel like it's something he ate. It would have like they would had to look more into that. And if it is something with food, that would be more like what anything with pneumonia, like aspiration. And you want to know, what is aspiration pneumonia? Let's get into it. Let's see what that is. So, aspiration pneumonia is a lung infection that develops after you inhale foreign substances such as food, liquid, saliva, or stomach acid into your airways instead of swallowing them. The inhaled material introduces bacteria into the lungs, triggering inflammation and infection. The symptoms typically appear suddenly or develop over a few days. So here are the signs. Coughing, often producing foul-smelling green or blood-tinged phlegm, shortness of breath, and wheezing. Chest pain, especially when breathing deeply or coughing. Fever and excessive sweating, extreme fatigue and weakness, bluish discoloration of the lips or nail beds due to low oxygen. They said, this was also illness from sepsis. Sepsis is a life-threatening medical emergency that occurs when your body's immune system overreacts to an infection. Instead of just fighting the localized germs, this toxic chain reaction causes widespread inflammation that damages your own tissues and vital organs, which can lead to organ failure and death if not treated. How it happens, any infection can trigger sepsis, though it is most commonly caused by bacteria in the lungs. Mind you, that's what I said about the aspiration, pneumonia. So, okay, caused by bacteria in the lungs, urinary tract, or abdomen. This is what is the infection is triggered by. Okay, when these pathogens spill into the bloodstream or cause an intense localized immune reaction, the body releases chemicals that trigger inflammation. This can cause blood vessels to leak, impairs blood flow, and starves vital organs of oxygen. So the symptoms is confusion, severe disorientation, shortness of breath, fast breathing, fast heart rate, extreme pain, discomfort, or general feeling of being deathly ill, fever, shivering, low body temp, clammy or sweaty skin. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. I did do a little research because I wanted to know what he likes to eat. Now, surprisingly, I came across this something that he was they're like partners or something. So yeah, Cal and Samantha Busch partnered with StarKist to incorporate convenient high-protein pouches into their busy racing and family schedules. The ready-to-eat tuna, salmon, and chicken pouches provide a quick, lean protein source that the family easily takes on the go during race weekends. And the partnership highlights how the couple uses quick, accessible nutrition to maintain an active lifestyle. Specific ways the family includes these pouches in their diet include on-the-go snacking, quick recipes, race day fuel. So, yeah, I'm not trying to say it's StarKist, blame it on them. I'm just saying that there's something that triggered his symptoms that made it worse. And food can be a trigger. Food can trigger sepsis. It can trigger pneumonia. It's something to look into. Anything raw, undercooked, it could have been anything like that. It's just something that was incorporated. Again, I'm not trying to say StarKist had anything to do with it. I'm just saying that there is something that triggered his sickness, that made it worse. You know, I feel like he also constantly ate out a lot. I'm not sure, I just feel like he did. Yeah, more like some raw foods and things like that. People, watch out for raw foods. You know, you never know. Our food is not the best right now. It is on some tainted type stuff. After all this contamination with food factories, industrial stuff, manufacturing, all this pollution with these factories, things can get tainted. It can taint your water and your food and the air. It's everywhere and it's getting worse. I don't think our air is great. And then you got certain people in the White House that want to rule out the Clean Air Act. So, you know, like, why? When we need that. But look, just be careful with your food. Contamination is pretty much everywhere. So, yeah, well, I'm going to end that out on that note. I didn't want to look too much into it. I just think, you know, people should kind of open up their minds a little bit and just do a little research on something and see, like, what happened. Because you have other people, they're going to say this, they're going to say that. That's not the case, okay? It just, when it comes to an illness, there's always something that may impact that person's health. There's always something. I have to figure it out. How did this happen? What happened? You have to go back. That's where it's at. It's kind of like following a trend, following a routine. Why would this keep progressing into worse symptoms when he could have been treated, even though he ignored, but this could have been treated? It's interesting. I know people think, look, there's things that I hear off the rip, and I know you probably heard it too. It was through the mic, because if you can't pick it up, then I don't know what else to say. But there was a little knock. It's like 3 knocks. I don't know what that meant. I have to look that up. Look, I get some of the strangest things that comes to me. It's not even strange. It's just I'm really into high-spirited, spiritual things, okay? I'm really there. I can't help that. Whatever I hear, confirmations or whatever, that's just what it is, all right? But I really strongly urge whoever's doing research, look into it. Just look into it. And you might find something. All right, I gotta go. This is Kitty Goldstar.